And we learned yesterday that talk to yourself in a monotone voice. And so I let them give me their paper and I read it out and I make my voice even deeper than it is right now. So it is very basic. And I asked him, is that person so bad? No. But, no but. And then they come up with some, be honest, excuses why this doesn't apply for themselves. And then we work through this. And hopefully at the end I can say I'm not that bad. But I'm a positive psychologist. So I firmly believe there's a difference between not feeling bad and feeling good. So when I get into a point where I say, oh, maybe I'm not that bad, the next step is get into a point where I feel okay. Maybe I'm okay. So those are the conclusions I want to have. I'm more than my shortcomings. Okay. I have shortcomings, yes, but I'm human. So that's fine. That's normal. And I have weaknesses. And maybe I'm not that bad after all. And when I'm at a point where I'm not that bad after all, maybe I get to a point where I think about myself. Okay. And this should be what I try with my patients, is to get into a point where I'm okay is the basic level. So, but I'm also realistic. So if all of you jump up now and say this is the worst presentation I've ever heard, I would feel better about myself. Yeah, obviously. But at the same time, I think I'm okay. So this inner critic we have, this mean inner critic who says, you're not good enough, you're not this, and wherever it comes from, a million other people talk about it, and I think we all came down to the same thing, this inner critic who says you're not good enough. But my belief is, and what I experience in clinical settings, I have a belief in myself that I'm okay, that I'm not the worst human being that ever lived. It doesn't get as bad. So this is not a universal solution to depression or curing depression, obviously. But we had amazing talks about how important the mindset is. And if my mindset is I'm okay, and this is like the very basic level, I call it self-acceptance, which is not based on any variables, not based on any conditions I have to fulfill. And we had an amazing talk yesterday about changing one patient at a time. And this patient, as well as many others, came home, and obviously it's pathological. The dad of the patient I just talked about got it from his dad, and so on and so on. So they were all told you're only worthy of performing something. And if you can change one patient at a time, then you can change a family. I made this experience, and which brings me to my last point. This was very anecdotal. I'm doing some research right now. As you see, I'm not that old yet, so there's not many publications. So I'm working on that. But this is the experience that I made in the clinical practice. And if you or your colleagues or your whoever doing this maybe in their clinical practice and make the experience that performance psychology and sports psychology and positive psychology is not that far away from clinical psychology. And perhaps we can go what the new direction of psychology is towards a more holistic approach. If you make that experience, reach out to me. It's benjaminpelz98@gmail.com, and it's b.pelz, which is my work email, b.pelz@curamed-kliniken.de. I would be very much looking forward to that. And that's my presentation. Thank you very much.